We all want to be financially stable, right? But sometimes it feels like we're our own worst enemy, making choices that directly undermine our own goals. The big question is, how do you stop that cycle of financial self sabotage?
You've hit on something huge there. It's that invisible force that makes us act against our own best financial interests, even when we desperately want well being. And it's important to say right off the bat this isn't about being bad with money or not being smart enough. It's rooted in deep psychological factors, past experiences, and habits we might not even be aware of.
So you're saying it's like a hidden script is running in the background?
Exactly. A script that pushes us towards decisions that don't serve our long term goals, leaving us feeling confused and frustrated. For instance, what your parents or even grandparents experience with money, things like financial crises, can create what's called intergenerational financial trauma. It shapes your own attitudes in ways you don't even realize.
I see. So it's clear this self sabotage is driven by deeper psychological roots. What are some of the most common ways this actually shows up in our daily lives and financial decisions?
Well, the most obvious one is overspending, consistently living beyond your means, often as a quick fix for stress or anxiety. We all know the term retail therapy.
Oh, yeah. That provides a temporary high, but then the credit card bill arrives.
And that's the cycle. But another huge one is procrastination and avoidance. This means putting off crucial tasks like making a budget, saving for retirement, or even just looking at your bank account balance. It usually comes from a place of fear or just feeling overwhelmed.
That makes sense. It's easier to just not look. But what are some of the less obvious behaviors?
There are quite a few. Some people are afraid of success, so they'll unconsciously mess up a job interview for a promotion. Others might invest times conservatively. They're so scared of risk that they keep their money in accounts where inflation just eats away at its value over time. That's a quiet form of self sabotage.
Interesting. So it's not just about spending too much.
Not at all. It can even be the opposite. There's a behavior called underspending, which is an extreme aversion to spending money, even on necessary things. It leads to self deprivation. And another really important one, especially for women, is prioritizing caregiving to the point where their own financial goals, like retirement savings, are completely sidelined.
Those are critical behaviors to recognize. So, knowing these common patterns, what are the actionable strategies we can implement to break free from these invisible chains and cultivate genuine financial well being?
It all has to start with self awareness. You have to first challenge those negative beliefs you hold about money. Stop telling yourself, I'm bad with money, and start affirming that you are capable of managing it. From there, you can identify your specific sabotaging behaviors and, more importantly, what triggers them.
So, if you know stress makes you overspend, you find a different way to handle stress, like going for a run instead of to the mall.
Exactly. And then you build a realistic budget and financial plan. That gives you structure. A powerful tool here is practicing delayed gratification. Instead of buying something instantly, you save up for it. This simple act builds incredible financial discipline and makes you value long-term stability over that fleeting satisfaction.
I like that. It's like training a muscle.
It is. But you know what's really powerful here and what most people miss is the emphasis on self-compassion. So many people carry deep shame about past financial mistakes, and that shame just fuels more self-sabotage. It becomes a vicious cycle.
Oh, that's a huge point. So, you're saying you have to forgive yourself for past errors?
Absolutely. Recognizing that past financial trauma or mistakes don't define your future and actively forgiving yourself is perhaps the most crucial step to unlocking genuine change. It clears the slate and allows you to build a positive foundation. Without that, you're always fighting against yourself.
That's a profound point, David. Self compassion is often overlooked, but is vital. So, to wrap this up, if you had to give someone the key takeaways, what would they be?
First, remember this isn't a character flaw, it's psychological. Second, learn to recognize the common behaviors in your own life, whether it's overspending, procrastination, or even playing it too safe. Then, You can start using strategies like challenging your old money stories, creating a real plan, and practicing delayed gratification. But above all, be kind to yourself through the process. That's how you truly dismantle these harmful patterns and build a healthier financial future.